मिनट बेटा।
नहीं चाहिए।
चल शिवम खेलते हैं।
नहीं खेलना, मैं आ जाऊं।
शिवम अब तो पढ़ ले, इतनी देर से खेल रहा है। इतनी देर से तेरा होमवर्क पढ़ा है, कल टीचर से डांट पड़ जाएगी। अरे
Why are you fighting? It's my business. Mind your own business.
Daily scenes in the life of 14-year-old computer addict Shivam Bhatia. He spends as much time on the computer as he spends in school.
Yes.
Does not participate in any games or any family recreation and is quite literally lost in the virtual world. Even so, his mother keeps trying to get him back to reality.
ये बच्चे क्योंकि एक्सपोजर इतना ज़्यादा है कंप्यूटर्स का, इंटरनेट का, दैट्स वाई ये इतने ज़्यादा एडिक्ट है कि इनको अब वो झूठ मूठ की चीज़ें अच्छी लगने लग गई हैं।
Several million households in India have a similar story to tell.
Lots of mood swings, especially when the cable is off. My daughter gets quite violent. Her mood swings is there. She gets very annoyed.
Even as parents, we need to ban some particular channels which children who are not at the right age and the right frame to know what they are seeing.
According to psychiatrists, Indian children are consuming too much of media or watching the wrong kind of programs altogether.
One of these kids was telling me that he downloaded something where on a game he got extra points when the hero molested and raped women who were running away from him. Now, beautiful graphics, wonderful sound effects. Is that what we want our generation to be brought up on? I don't think so.
The problem is that even though the content is certified, children often land up watching inappropriate programs because access is free. And even though many parents play gatekeepers, it is not merely enough.
It's a majority, more than 2/3 of parents are saying, yes, I do play an active role in the case of the television. Online, it's a little bit more difficult, and so that in itself underlines the importance of having the appropriate content there in that space for kids.
But who decides what is appropriate? Currently, all channels are required to follow the Program and Advertising Code of the Cable Television Networks Act 1995, which prohibits carrying content that does not adhere to contemporary community standards, public order, morality, integrity, etc. Yet, the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has had to issue show cause notices, warnings, advisories and orders in 33 cases in the past year alone. Many of these warnings have been issued for telecasting obscene content.
I think content creators, developers, application game developers need to establish their own protocols and, sort of align themselves to self-regulation as opposed to having some industry norm towards regulation.
Self-regulation is also what the industry is pitching for. The Indian Broadcasting Foundation, an industry body representing major satellite channels, is in the process of setting up a self-regulatory system for content providers that will work at two levels. First, at the level of the broadcast service provider, in-house checks will be done to ensure compliance with the certification rules under the Cable Television Network Regulation Act. The service provider will also appoint content auditors to keep an eye on programming. Second, a Broadcasting Content Complaints Council is to be set up. The BCCC will look into all complaints and violations by entertainment channels. This changing regulatory landscape is making content providers more sensitive to the needs of children.
Although the first few contents that came out were not done with that sensitivity, but now the content that is happening, a large amount of research in the pre-visualization and the planning stages is put in, and many of these things are getting addressed in the pre-production stage itself.
From TV channels to Bollywood, where it is mandatory to get content certified by the censor board. A film is rated U if it is suitable for all age groups, UA if parental guidance is advised, A if it is for adults only, and S which permits a special category of people like doctors to watch it. While children cannot view adult films in cinema halls, parents have little control when such films are telecast on TV.
as far as kids content is concerned, each kids channel has got a standards and practices committee that looks at all the content that they put out. And that's really at their discretion to see that they're censoring things in a way that is appropriate for children.
But all this self-regulation is not nearly enough, because the kids media segment is growing at a scorching pace. A lack of filters and content could land up spoiling this party for marketers and TV channels sooner than later. And so, they are better off being safe than sorry.